There we go.
Freaking microphone,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah, I know.
Takes the focus off his belly.
This is public viewing here.
Here we go.
Public viewing.
Not much, but it's a little smaller.
Story, here we go.
Hey, those of you that I haven't met yet, my name's Warren.
Hi, Warren.
Hi, everybody.
Remember
I want to say hi to everybody out there in internet land. Thanks for joining us. Sorry you couldn't be here, but live from 153 Lincoln Avenue. It's Saturday night. It really is Saturday night.
It's Saturday night.
You know, before I get to the business at hand, I want to do a little something on a personal note. Yes, here. You know, I anticipated, you and Sal were just not shutting up while this was going on.
I can oblige you, Lawrence.
Yeah, I know.
Picture where he was getting his pants fixed up there, and I held my hat in front of his face, and that's Mr. DeVore.
Yeah.
Should have put it down below.
Stitches and so-so. Remember them?
Those of us that were in the band, we all went on trips. I was fortunate enough to go to New Orleans in 1974. We went to Boston in 75. Why, I still don't know. 76? 76. 75 in New Orleans was 75. 76 was Boston. We didn't perform. But, we had to do something to drive the Board of Education crazy, and we did. And then in 77, we went to Texas. So, we've all done things that we're not necessarily proud of.
Speak for yourself.
I'm proud of everything I've ever done.
Yeah, well, I'm
Always check the shampoo bottle.
John Calise.
Still walks around.
He still walks around. We got to the hotel in Texas, and there was a convention.
Yes.
Yes.
It was indeed. It was an alternative lifestyle convention. So we managed to have a little bit of fun with those fellas. But
I still have some pictures.
yeah, I bet you do.
Were you at the
but-
convention? Right.
The Secchi's. Small cooler, man.
We all like to go on these band trips, and we all wanted to walk away with something special that you just couldn't buy. Now, I had a good mentor in
I had
Mike.
penicillin and cleared it right
I
up.
know. I mean, I had a good mentor in Mike Sauer and Steve Stiles and Leo Loader.
Yeah.
Because my sophomore year, those guys were seniors, and I still look up to those three turds. I don't know why. But, there was something that I took in Texas that I want to give Bob tonight.
Wait a minute.
That's all. Yeah, I know you got a gun. But there was this license plate on a car right near the hotel. And Bob, I want you to have this. This is from me to you.
It's on TV now. But gee, wait till the guy in the end calls you.
That guy's still
Well, I kind of figured that.
I've been looking for that goddamn license since That's you two.
I'll trade you forever.
All right, well, I hope
Really
you do.
expect a good gift? Come on.
All right, now we'll get to the serious
30
part of
years
it.
and I get a license plate.
stolen license.
No, I didn't. No, they got the death penalty in Texas. I wasn't going to steal that.
Qualities.
Remember the Alamo.
Jersey.
So anyway, yeah, you're at a video range. You
Oh,
got to come up here.
right. You gotta come to this side.
Oh, all right. Where is the show?
It makes a good thing here. Yes, there you go.
He's in the bush.
Okay, now let me get serious.
Closer to Warren.
I'll go. In my car.
Serious XM.
I just did, yeah.
Yeah,
But
right.
he's take that bush.
Yeah, there you go. So you won't get busted. It was probably about a month and a half ago, a little longer. And this says a lot about the band family, how, we all keep in touch in one way, shape, or another. Facebook really helped to make that even more possible.
Steve.
I get a phone call from a woman that, Bob, over here.
Get closer.
There you go.
I haven't been on this in years.
Well, all right.
Our own team. You drew that one.
So anyway, I got a phone call from a woman that I hadn't spoken to. Uh-oh. In 38 years. It was Jody Kamine.
Oh, jeez, Jody came.
Jody Kamine calls me. In fact, it was a little scary. Hi, Jody. I know you're watching. It was a little scary because she called me. She called me at my office.
She's in Florida.
She's in Florida. So she found out where I worked. Oh well. She found out where I worked, and all of a sudden she calls and says, "You know what? We need to do something for Bob and for Michelle." Oh, is that what it is?
Grab it right.
Okay. Well, yeah.
You're
I
not
know.
holding it right.
Linda's been telling me that for 40 years. Sorry, honey.
She's used to you. Yeah, you're
So,
40 years ago.
There you go.
yeah, anyway, she says we really need to do something for Bob and for Michelle.
Well, just stay here too.
Yeah.
If I gotta get up here with this guy, you go.
So anyway, she says, why don't we raise some money and send them someplace? One last band trip. So she called Michelle and she said to Michelle, where do you guys want to go? So she said, well, you know, she didn't get to go to Bermuda. That was your first band trip? Second. What was your first one?
Disney.
Disney.
Yep.
So anyway,
Been there.
I know. Well, you're not going to Disney. And you're not going to Bermuda either. So, me being an old fart and not knowing how to do stuff on the internet, who do I call? My son.
Hi, neighbor.
Want a beer? So, I call my son and say, Doug, how can we raise money on the internet real fast? And he says, go fund me. GoFundMe.com. Okay? Funda. No, not fungi. Funda. So, well, why should they change now? So, in a matter of 5 minutes, we have this page up, and I send it down to Jody, take a look at it, and she says, let's roll with it. So it goes live. We want to send Bob and Michelle on one last band trip. So
That means the whole band's going.
yeah, we're all going. Yeah, we have a short. So anyway, to give you an idea of
My bus.
no, you're not going by bus. Go ahead. Here's the first gift. Open that up. Michelle, there's one for you also.
Oh boy. Is it big enough?
I don't know.
What size petite?
Those are luggage tags that are still in the bag. Okay. Does that give you an idea of what you're doing? It says cruiseoutlook.com.
Going to an Indonesian sweatshop.
You are going to an Indonesian sweatshop.
In Newark.
Oh no. In Newark.
It's almost as good as where I want to take you guys. Jungle habitat without a bus.
You know, let me talk about where Newark and all that kind of stuff. Leo Loader.
Never in uniform.
Not yet.
Well, that's just it. We were marching down Bourbon Street, and we had to stop because there was something blocking the parade route.
Girl swinging on the swing.
I'm
And we
swinging.
were stopped right in front of the House of the Rising Sun, which is well, it's no longer there because I checked. It was really where the song came from and all that kind of stuff. And a lady of the evening came up to Leo and said, how about it And what does Leo say? Leo, what did you say?
Not now, ma'am. I'm in uniform.
And then at the same time, my wife, now of 33 years, was a majorette. She was propositioned by the guy that ran the place to get a job. Yeah.
No kidding.
And I said-
I never heard that one.
And I said, that's it. That's the woman I want. If she's good enough to work at the House of the Rising Sun, she's good enough for me. So anyway, yeah, you guys are going on a cruise.
Wow.
Okay? A cruise.
Okay.
And it's not out of New York to the Kilvan Cove. On your plane ride out there, we brought you a little something to
Puzzle pieces.
A puzzle?
Okay, 24 pieces.
It's only 24 pieces, so you might be able to do it.
Penguin.
Okay?
Antarctica?
No, you're not.
That's the only place you find penguins.
It's about, I know, 5 hours, five
Oh,
and a half hours.
we can handle it.
No, I don't think so. No, because there's an open bar on this plane. And here's a
Where are we
little.
going? We're not going Malaysian Airlines.
That's gotta be edited out. Edit it out.
Pay when we land.
Doesn't take much of a catalyst here.
I know what you're gonna hear.
That's going to hell real fast. And this is a little something that you're going to have an opportunity to do some watching of.
Good thing he's
SeaWorld.
retired.
No. We already said it's, you're not going to Florida.
Do not play Pictionary with that man.
So anyway,
Where's Jack?
here, Michelle, watch it. Stop that. Go ahead and open that up, Michelle. And again, before we go any further, everybody's saying thank you to me for doing this. This was nothing. Thank you to all of you for donating your money and spreading the word. I mean, it was fun. It was absolutely fun to do this. And I wish I could say it was a labor of love, because it wasn't a labor. It was just an act of love.
Just love.
Just love.
We love you, man.
It wasn't hard at all. So anyway, here's the itinerary. On September 3rd, you're going to be picked up by Airbrook Limousine
That's wild.
at 153 Lincoln Avenue, which is here.
Just so you know.
This is the story of what all happened. We did a retirement cruise for Bob and Michelle. Jody came on, put this, thank you again, Jody, put this book together. This is everybody that donated money and what they wrote. So you can read that. Yeah, he was nice. Yeah.
No, he said he wrote anonymous.
Oh,
Well, then I'll know.
so anyway, you're going to get picked up here on September 3rd. Go to Newark Airport. You're going to get on Virgin America Airlines, nonstop to San Francisco. Did I do that? I promised myself I wasn't going to do that.
You're still doing it.
Good at it, too.
Wait a minute. San Francisco to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Going to Ghirardelli Square.
You know, Michelle said to me, she says, you know, we'd really like to stay at the travel lodge that we stayed at with the band. It's a flea bag. You know, I'm not going to edit this. It was a shithole. I said, we're not putting you at the travel lodge.
It wasn't that
Isn't that bad?
Well, it is now.
Never been there?
No, I looked at it online. It was a shithole.
Same sheet. No, I'm not saying that. Same sheet.
So, anyway, you fly to San Francisco. You'll be picked up by a limousine at the airport. Take you to the Fairmont Hotel.
Ooh, nice. I stayed there.
Oh, that's right.
That's
Across the street from where we played. And the guy was there in his jockey shorts.
Well, I don't know about that. I don't know if he's still there.
there, seriously.
40 feet tall. In his underwear.
Yeah, well, there's so. Oh, let's play another hour.
Who loved it? You know?
Yeah. He was there.
So anyway, and then you got the evening in San Francisco. Fisherman's Wharf, whatever. The next morning, the limousine will pick you up at the Fairmont Hotel around 11 o'clock. Going to take you to the port. To the port.
Embarcadero.
I guess so.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Here, let's move a little. Yeah, we can come back to this. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Okay. So you get on, you fly out there, you get picked up by Quicksilver Town Car Service. Okay. And then on Thursday, September 4th, Quicksilver's going to pick you up right around 11 o'clock. You're going to get on the Celebrity Century. It's a 12-day cruise to Alaska.
Yeah.
Okay. No, September. It's, well,
Summer in Alaska.
Summer.
so,
Wow.
and not only are you getting on, you know, Funky Winkerbean made this book. Funky Winkerbean.
Before your time.
Anyway, not only are you getting on this cruise ship, you're going concierge class,
Oh boy.
which is to the nines. Okay? So we didn't put you in steerage.
Do we get our own balcony? And
Yes. You get your own balcony. You get turned down service. You get VIP check-in. You get everything and anything
You get hors d'oeuvres
imaginable.
in the
You get all,
afternoon.
you're right. Hors d'oeuvres. See? Okay. Well, Linda, what's a little baggie?
It's not all pleasure too. It's a recruitment. There's a couple Eskimos that want to join the team.
Bottles of shampoo with vodka.
And to make sure that you got enough money to spend, you don't know about this. I got a little bag full of gift cards. You got $1,000.
Whoa.
See, she knew everything except the gift card. She's a lying little bitch. Hey, I just handed her $1,000. I can get away with it.
This is not in there, right?
No, I know you didn't. No, she didn't.
This is for
I didn't want that.
No, I know.
By
Didn't
omission.
say anything.
By omission.
So
Don't ask, don't tell.
Right.
have a great time. Everybody here
Be
is
the
a
bar bill.
is a part of this. That's okay.
As
That's
it should
okay.
be.
Everybody here,
drinking
and
water.
we had 120 people give. Okay,
Within less than
and we did it in
weeks.
7 days, 8 days. It was ridiculous
Yeah, it was awesome.
how fast the money came flowing in because, I mean,
We love
Everybody
you,
loves you.
man.
Well, I don't know.
Said it ready.
you know,
And people went above and beyond.
yes. All right, where's Joe Gerbino and Al Paris? Can you come up here? Part of what we did when we did this GoFundMe thing was any money. Al, Karen, you come up too because you're. This is your committee. Yeah. Is there anybody else that's with the Alumni Association? No. I mean, with the no. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I think part of why it was so. Well, we got a check to give to you that you can give to Al. Give this to Al for the scholarship fund. He's going to give it to Joe. Give it to the treasurer. That's an additional $1,055.33, which is what we needed above, and it's all going to the Alumni Association Scholarship Fund. And you're on it.
Born here on September 4th.
Oh, yes. Bob on, Michelle. Take a good look at the
more
backyard
alcohol.
because you're not going to recognize it. In fact, Mike Sauer's going to have Lincoln Avenue shut down with the apparatus.
Respect. Well, we were looking to get out of here anyway.
So, anyway, as I said, the thanks goes to everybody here, and all I was the facilitator. Jody was the facilitator, and it was easy, and it couldn't have been possible without everybody pitching in and giving what they did. So.
Thank you, Warren.
Is this it? I hope.
Where are we going tomorrow?
Bob Morgan's summer tour continues.
Morgan tours and
I'm leaving before the last tune.
You're gonna be in rehab soon.
I don't. Thank you. How do you? That's just not enough to say. I'm speechless. You know? Yeah. And Jody, hey, Jody, I'd love to see you. What? It's been a long time, babe. Weren't you the one that we had to wrap up at Tulane Stadium? I think it was Jody.
Was that after the fireworks came out of my saxophone?
No, we were taking a break or something out there. We did Script CHS, and everybody took a little break, and Jody and whoever she was with. I don't know. She tripped on a clarinet or something. Oh wow. So anyway, that's the connection. Wow, what can I say? There are a lot of stories that we could tell, obviously, through the years. So how come it must be concert audio stuff?
There's 21 people watching. You're gonna go broke.
You guys are too much. I don't know what. Jeez.
we're done now, though.
You're done now. God, I hope so. I mean, the amount of things that have happened, and I don't Facebook and I don't tweet and do all that other stuff. But I have heard that there's been a lot going around, and I guess now I found out what all that is about. The thing that has been brought to my attention is the fact that so many people have not spoken to each other in a long time for various reasons, and now they're all reconnecting, and what a great thing. So I guess everything that I was preaching for all these years about, band and band family and the connections that we make and, the friends that we have, and apparently it's true.
You did good, Bob.
Thanks, Maria. I guess the first time I ever called you Maria.
I know, right? Seriously kicking my butt.
Yeah, well, you needed it, but that's okay. Yeah, everybody that's been around and has grown up, and good band kids become good big band kids, and stay being good band kids. Once you're a band kid, you're always a band kid. There's no two ways about it. I look at some of you guys, and you're lacking hair or you're graying in hair, and some have changed colors several times. And,
Do you recognize us?
yeah. Hey, I got most all your names too, didn't I? Yeah. And, yeah, it's true. I mean, I know who used to carry a clarinet and who used to try and play a clarinet and who did play a clarinet. And then there's Ronnie B, who's just half of himself, looking good. And and good to see Stacy.
Good to see you.
Some of those, just so many, and wow, I'm dumbfounded. I really am. Going through the years, I have to say, and I haven't said it enough, but my good friend here has put up with an awful lot. when we say we don't talk about that four-letter word at home, you know, the B word. It's true. And of course, we've found the success to making it for as long as we have. Because if you look, we have the back room here, and then there's the living room in the front. 2 TVs, that's the secret. And when the B word comes up, she goes that way, and I go this way. You know, well, not yet. But it's come close. But it's I owe a lot to Michelle and her silent strength that she's put forth, and some of the times that I know I was playing band and had to miss family things and various other little episodes, but deep down I know that she knew. She may not have agreed with it or liked it at that time, but she knew. And being part of this, it was never a job. You know, it was. I really felt that it was more of a calling. That somehow, you know, when I was a little kid, if you read in the Facebook things that Diane Drake wrote, and she threw it out at me a couple of years ago, that said, you know, what I guess we were in 9th grade, and the last issue of our junior high school newspaper was, what do you want to do when you grow up, or whatever. And I didn't ever remember it, but there it was in black and white. So I want to be band director at Mustang Band. And you know, I never thought it would be possible because of, you know, my one predecessor was like, you know, he's going to be there forever. What am I going to get stuck with? You know, someplace in the middle of central Iowa at one point, or actually it was northeast Iowa, little town called Urbana. If you went through, you missed it, you know. But when things changed, it was like the cards and the stars were lined up. You know, years later, here it is. So, wow. But it just seems like yesterday. And I'll tell you, looking to see what some of you guys have accomplished, besides our musicians who have done so well, band directors and music teachers and various other teachers and educational specialists, and you know, doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, whatever the hell Warren does. Yeah. Andy over here in the financial world, you know.
Probably made it.
You know, they're just, everybody is doing so. Yeah, retirees that move from here up to Vermont, of all places. Yeah. And it's a nice part of Vermont, I will say, Specs.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, now. Well, you want to say something?
It's almost impossible to say thank you for this. Just glancing through here, I can't mention everybody, but I can certainly mention 2 very special families that were really with Bob from the very beginning. The Ories, and they're here tonight. And all the Reddingtons who were in this book several times. And I hope the Reddingtons are watching. I love you. We miss you. We love you. And we've got people here from your first band and your last band. So I don't know very many people that can say that. So.
Yeah. a long story, but it's her sister's fault.
Well, she's here with people.
Do you want to hear the
Yeah.
song? Do you want to hear the song?
What song?
Our words that go together well. Bob and Michelle.
They were the only ones who sang it.
That almost
We know
scared
it,
me
we know
away from this whole thing. Oh, every time I showed up, they would break into that song. What am I getting into? Is this the way it's going to be forever? And I know, it kind of was. They're still singing it, but
The only song they ever learned.
but my sister is here with friends that she met probably her first day in kindergarten.
Yes.
And
Were they there when you fell in the manhole?
I was there.
Yeah.
I pushed her in. It was fun.
and they're here with her tonight. So because of band, you know, and it's just incredible that when you try to tell young people this is what it's all about, they kind of look at you and you can almost read their thoughts like, yeah, right. You know, like we're going to be in each other's weddings or we're going to be godparents to each other's children.
Yes, you will.
They look and they're, yeah, sure. But this is it. This really is it. So enjoy. Yeah, her bridesmaids are here. So just use every moment you have to the best. And
It's the only time I ever saw you in a dress, Rex.
yeah.
I thought you were talking to Stein.
First time.
Well, thank you all. We have plenty to eat and drink and have fun. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Amen. Let's party down. You guys in TV land or computer land, internet land, wish you were here. But we can understand. Our yard's only so big. But hope to see you all soon. And I will be around. And don't hold your breath waiting for the thank you cards because I'm very slow. But we'll get them.
1980
And
went out. It's now.
you know, it's
We only have email addresses, Michelle. Yeah, we'll figure something out.
thank you ever so much, and I'm speechless. This is the second time in a week, so
It's all